Ben Wyatt, Noongar community leader and Disrupt Burrup Hub campaigner Desmond Bluton allegedly planted the Aboriginal flag on grass outside Mr Wyatt's home and conducted a smoking ceremony. Roger Cook says the conduct is not appropriate. Police claim the owner of a New York daycare centre where a child was killed tried to cover up her involvement in a drug operation. Officers discovered a kilogram of fentanyl, which was being stored on top of the children's playmats. A 1-year-old died after being exposed to the drug and 3 others were taken to hospital. Now FIVEAA Sport. The AFL is looking at starting the season earlier next year. With the NRL to play games in the US in March, the league is looking at playing games in Sydney and Brisbane earlier. Speaking on the Yesterday's Heroes podcast, Giants director Jimmy Bartell says his club and the Bulldogs have paved the way.
I think the AFL genuinely looked at how the Giants, and I think it was the Dogs, went with only one practice game, or one scratchy, and both sides actually did okay in round 1. No major injuries, because they were concerned, will players with hamstrings and things like that. I think they'll move it forward a week.
Collingwood midfielder Taylor Adams remains optimistic he'll be fit for a grand final should the Magpies defeat the Giants on Friday. The 30-year-old tested the injury this morning.
Obviously can't say categorically I'll be out there, but feeling really optimistic. Obviously, regardless of my situation, I'll be cheering pretty hard on Friday night.
Leighton Hewitt's Australian team will take on the Czech Republic at the Davis Cup in November, and AC Milan has been held to a 0-0 draw by Newcastle United in the Champions League. Now FIVEAA traffic.
Afternoon, look out for a crash at Glenside, Port Rice Road near Amberwoods Drive. Globe Derby Park, urgent electrical works there. Port Wakefield Road near Ryans Road. Athelston, urgent gasworks. Gorge Road near Schultz Road, she's now to 40 both directions. Busy, Mowreen Road and Anzac Highway with a camera. Tusmore Avenue at Tusmore. Mega Sealed are the local experts in sealing and repairing showers and balconies. Say goodbye to leaks and hello to a cost-effective solution. Visit megaseal.com.au now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on FIVEAA.
Now the forecast. A shower or two today, partly cloudy tomorrow, a top of 19, after getting down to 10 overnight. Sunny, a top of 21 on Friday, and 24 Saturday, 27 on Sunday. Currently, it's 16 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, only on 9, the history of the dog that mauled 2 people at Brompton. Why it should be a warning. See an Adelaide arson suspect arrested at a bushfire. An exclusive first on-track look at SA's new drag racing strip. Is discount giant Costco heading to Adelaide South? And why Australian dinner tables are about to be hit with a chicken shortage. The full story live on 9 News at 6 and on 9 Now.
Boring kitchen, tired laundry, bland bathroom. Fix the bar with Subway tiles from $29.95 per square metre at Beaumont's. Loads of colours in stock and ready to go. Anything is possible with Subways from $29.95 from Beaumont Tiles.
It's the everyday moments that matter most when your child is seriously ill. You can help family life carry on at Ronald McDonald House Charities.
I'm Kathy Nagel, the Chief Executive of Western Hospital, Henley Beach. Orthopaedic surgery is enhanced at Western Hospital by a well-established short-stay program focusing on returning you home following your joint replacement. A joint school is provided prior to surgery, led by experienced orthopaedic nurses and physiotherapists who support you during your journey toward a safe and often early return home. For more information about orthopaedic short-stay surgery, visit westernhospital.com.au or call 8159 1200.
Oi, Frank, you reckon this one's legit?
Nah, I reckon Ellie's just making toast again.
Yeah, probably.
Uh-oh, I reckon we're toast.
Communication is key when it comes to fire safety. And it's a whole lot easier to communicate with Safe Fire Electrical, headquartered right here in SA. Get in touch with your local fire safety experts, Safe Fire Electrical. Visit safefire.com.au.
As an Indigenous kid, I have lots of questions about my future. Like, will I grow up in a country that hears my voice? Will I get to go to a good school? Will I be seen beyond the sports field? Recognised by the decision makers of our country? Will Australia listen to me?
On October 14, we'll decide what kind of country we want to be. Yes makes it possible. Authorised by Dean Parkin Australians for Indigenous Constitutional Recognition Limited, North Sydney.
5AA's Business Lounge with Matthew Pantelis.
As part of 5AA's NDIS Awareness Month, we're talking with Nick Chigwidden from Physio Extra.
Great to be here, Matthew.
You have 7 Physio Extra clinics right across town, but you've also got 2 rehab centres.
That's right, and Marion and Norwood locations incorporate rehab centres. And many of the clients we see have NDIS plans for neurological conditions such as strokes, cerebral palsy, MS and spinal cord injuries.
Tell us about your robotic technology and hydrotherapy for NDIS clients.
Robot-assisted therapy enables effective and intensive retraining that achieves excellent outcomes. So we have invested in robotic gait training equipment, which is known as the Locomat machine, and also an Armio machine, which is for treating hand and arm impairments. To complement this robotic equipment, Marion also has a private hydrotherapy pool, and all this is overseen by highly trained physios.
Thanks, Chiggy. To find out more about Physio Extra and their NDIS facilities, go to physioextra.com.
The 5AA Player app lets you listen to all your favourite 5AA shows wherever you go.
5AA Afternoons with Jade Robran.
Yo, I don't think we should talk about this. Come on, why not? People might misunderstand what we're trying to say, you know? That's a part of life. Come on.
Let's talk about tech, baby. Let's talk about tech. Let's talk about tech. Let's talk about tech.
All right then, come on, Spin.
Let's talk about tech with Richard Pascoe, all thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, your computer specialists. Lovely to have you on the program. Good afternoon.
Thank you for having me back.
And give a little wave.
I was going to say, it'd be strange if you said you're not coming back, but yes.
I wouldn't even say that to you.
Good wave.
No, have a little wave to the Facebook and YouTube live stream, all thanks to our good mates at Foodland Supermarkets.
And you will notice I've still got my Port Adelaide members tag hanging around.
Well, so you should.
Exactly right.
And you're smiling,
yes.
So that's good.
6 months, it all starts again, folks.
I know. Well, you got to follow the girls. They did all right on the weekend.
They did.
Let's go to Ian in Manapara. G'day, Ian.
Hi, Jade. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Ian.
Hi, I've got a question about NBN.
Yes.
I'm thinking of upgrading from fibre to the node
to
fibre to the premises.
Yes.
Going from a 50 plan to a 100 plan.
Yep.
Will my modem, which is reasonably old, still work?
Where did you get your modem from? From the telco?
Yeah, from Internode, who I'm looking to change away from.
Yeah, it'll be fine, Ian. Should be fine. Who are you going to go to, Ian?
Probably Aussie Broadband.
Yeah, they can send you another modem if need be.
Okay.
But it's just a device to get the signal in the NBN into the house, and you should be fine on there. All right?
And at the moment, it's plugged in near the back of the house.
Yep.
Will fibre to the premises come into the front of the house, and will it reach to the back?
It'll connect up to... That's a really good question, Ian. There is usually no change to where it's hooked up to. I'm just trying to remember because I've just had a couple of people just transition right to fibre to the premises and nothing, modems weren't moved. So wherever it is now is where it will be.
Okay. And then looking at modems, they're talking about mesh technology, is it?
Yep, so if you want Wi-Fi throughout the, say, you've got a big house or Wi-Fi doesn't go that far throughout the house, is when you go along and put a mesh network in. So Google Nest is a mesh network, so you get 3 of those, spread them right throughout your house. You turn off the Wi-Fi on the modem that you've got at the moment, and you have a new Wi-Fi network which Google make for you, and that works exceptionally well.
Okay.
All you need, Ian, is just that 100 coming in, right? Yep. Then we turn it, then we basically, if you do go down the mesh line and the Google Nest line, I reckon they're on special at the moment in one of the retailers, so shop around. 100 coming in, and then you get 100 with 3 all over your house.
Okay.
If you get stuck, Ian, give me a call off air, all right? We can have a longer conversation.
Thank you, Ian. Let's go to Brian in Prospect. Good afternoon, Brian.
Hello, Jade. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Brian.
I'm going overseas to Asia, and I'm going off the beaten track a little bit. and want to know the best way to deal with my phone. And so I've got access to home, and I don't need a lot, but I just need access.
Who's your provider now?
Optus, and they said it's going to cost me $145 to get the coverage. And I thought, it could be a better way.
How long are you going for?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yep.
Where are you going?
Philippines. So I'm going bush a bit up in the mountains.
So are they sort of, because, I go to Bali regularly,
Yeah.
and I'm with Telstra, and it just kicks into your international
And
day
it's
pass.
about $10 a day.
It is $10
that's
a
going to
day.
cost you around about $300, Brian, if you would do
Right.
it. What I would do, Brian, is in that case is probably when you get to the airport at the other end, right, I can guarantee you there'll be people there selling SIM cards. So with the Optus one, what I would do is I would get a new SIM for your phone while you're there. And then I've got the Optus one, you'll have a number. And what you do is you'll go along and put call forwarding from your Optus one onto the one you get, Vietnam, wasn't it?
Philippines.
Philippines. So you would go along, put call forwarding from your Optus one onto your new Philippine SIM card.
Right.
Then if I was to decide to ring you from Australia, it would go straight through to that network.
Right. Okay.
That's
right.
probably going to be your most cost-effective way, I think.
Yes. But my phone, I've got a Galaxy, one of the latest ones.
Yeah.
So I can put a SIM card into my phone?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Yep. And I don't have to get someone else to do it. I can do it myself.
You can do it yourself.
Yep. All right.
The good thing in Asia is that they sell SIM cards absolutely everywhere. So
Yes,
if
they
you
do.
need to get through the airport super quick, because I know when you get off the plane in Bali, there's about 1 million there asking to sell you SIMs, and you just want to get in the cab, you just want to get into your hotel. But all the little 7-Elevens, all the little shops, they will all have them,
Brian.
And
Sure,
it's super
no problem.
easy, and the phones are actually really cheap too. So if you wanted to have a second phone and just set it up like that, Asia, they leave us for dead in that department.
That could be a better way to just buy another phone because I can leave my family over there.
You could. Yeah. Spot on.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Richard.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Jade.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.
See you later.
Isn't it good we get all these unusual questions?
I love them.
Yeah.
And I can put my little 2 bobs worth in because I'm doing my apprenticeship next to you.
There we go.
Let's talk to Mike in Parafield Gardens. Hello, Mike.
Good afternoon, all.
Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Richard, a couple of days ago, I haven't had it recently, but different stages of the day and even through the night, I was getting a text message. It was G- and the 6 numbers is your Google verification code.
Yes, Mike.
Why was I receiving that?
Because somebody knows your Google password, Mike. So what you need to do, Mike, you've got a Gmail account?
No, I haven't. I haven't even got an email address, so I don't know.
Oh.
Then somebody has put your phone number in as a recovery. So do any of your kids have one, your wife or anybody have one?
No.
Ignore it, because somebody's put the wrong phone number in. Looks like they put your phone number in there, Mike, and they're getting locked out of their Google account.
I had my phone switched off one night completely.
What phone have
because
you
I was
got,
getting
Mike?
An old iPhone 5.
Yeah, well, that even throws that theory out the window.
What was your theory?
That he might have had an Android phone with a Google account, because every Android phone has a Google account attached to it.
Okay.
So I didn't know if it was a scam thing going or something like that.
No, somebody's got the wrong phone number in there, Mike.
Okay.
Because what happens is that you get that number when somebody knows the password to your email address in your account, but they can't get in without that number.
Okay.
All right.
Because the verification code kept changing all the time.
It
wasn't
will.
The same number.
It will.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Thanks,
thank you very
Mike.
much for that.
Thanks, Mike. That's a bit of a mystery, isn't it?
Well, somebody out there's going to be very disappointed.
Oh, let's go to Jason in Salisbury East. Hello, Jason.
It is a Jade tech show, is it?
That's it.
Yes, just call me the new tech guru.
Watch yourself, Richard.
Yeah, there we go.
Richard, what have you heard this before? My mum's had a prepaid mobile with Optus for several years, recharge the credit, just emergency phone sort of thing, doesn't use it very often.
Yeah.
She let her credit lapse in June.
Right.
So I phoned the other day to see, well, if it's still able to recharge it. And they said, yeah, sure, we don't cancel numbers after like 3 months or so. Okay, recharged the credit, didn't come through. Phoned through again. No, they cancelled her number.
Yeah.
We just had to get a whole new number for it today.
I was going to say...
They're giving the numbers that quickly now, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Jeez.
Which I think's wrong.
Yeah, because too damn quick, I thought, because they said, because we gave her a number, they said, no, the account's not under that name. I mean, we've had this number for like several years.
Yep.
No, somebody else told you how the accounts. They got my credit now, so I've got to try and cancel them.
Yeah, from memory, Jason, I think it used to be a year.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But now it looks like there's a couple of months on there. Jason, can you just send me a text, if you could, about this, and I'll contact Optus and find out what the policy is.
Yeah, sure, no worries. Okay, no worries.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, sounds good.
That seems a bit cruel, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it used to be a year. So if you got rid of it, if you didn't, you let your phone lapse, you had a year to go back in and grab it.
Yeah.
So I just want to find out,
Let's go to Joy in Trop Park. Hi, Joy.
Hello, how you going?
Good, thanks.
Hi, Joy.
Hiya. I've got a question for you, please. I've got a MacBook that's about 8 years old now, and it needs to have a new battery.
Yep.
The battery doesn't hold its charge and it's plugged in. My concern is that when I have taken iPads and things to repair places to get things done, I've had to give the password to the iPad.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that I have to do the same. So what happens to all my Google passwords and my, say, banking passwords and everything that's saved into the MacBook? Do they have access to that? Can they do
They're
my
going to
banking
need
for me?
to log in, Joy, to make sure it all starts. That's the whole problem with that. So what I would do is I would sign out of your Google account. So if you sign out of it, then the passwords are not saved in there. But if you take it to, if you give me a phone call off air, Joy, I'll tell you where to take it, where the guys are very trustworthy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, great. Do you know the approximate cost?
No, I don't. Depends. It was 8 years old, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's whether they can get one or not on that one too, Joy.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
I hope so.
How long does the battery last at the moment for?
Oh, well, I just leave it plugged in all the time, and I use it only at home.
Yeah.
But if I, say, took it into another room, I'd have to take the power with me because it only lasts maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's really dead on there. The issue is, and the reason you should get a look at it is make sure it's not swollen or damaged. So it is quite, it is, you really should get it replaced. Give me a call off air, Joy, all right? We'll put you back to Josh and he will give you my number, all right?
Thank you, Joy. We're going to take a really short break. If you'd like to talk tech with Richard Pascoe, 8223 0000.
Rowie and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Has the supporter anger shifted to the feet of its hierarchy?
Anger and passion and emotion says a lot about the care factor. A successful environment isn't all chummy, nice. A successful environment has a hard edge to it and you have healthy debate about it.
Rowie and Timmy G.
If you become apathetic, you won't buy your membership. No. Eventually you won't go to the game. Eventually,
well said.
That's what I don't want.
4 p.m. weekdays on 5AA.
I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. Back then, wasn't worried about me though. In the gym, trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
The new Kia Seltos. That's what's poppin'. And yeah, it's got options. The new Kia Seltos. The word is out.
Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
How happy would you be if your energy bills cost a lot less? Find out with Costa Air. Act before the summer rush with Costa Air's pre-season deal. Get a new Daikin reverse cycle air conditioner and you'll receive a Daikin air purifier absolutely free. It has streamer technology to help neutralise allergies and viruses. You'll also get Costa Air's extended warranty. Don't pay the higher price, pay the Costa Air price. Lock in the pre-season price today. Go to costaair.com.au.
Boring kitchen, tired laundry, bland bathroom. Fix the par with Subway tiles from $29.95 per square metre at Beaumont's. Loads of colours in stock and ready to go. Anything is possible with Subways from $29.95 from Beaumont Tiles.
Looking for home care for yourself or someone you love? Have you registered with My Aged Care? You might be waiting for a home care package or not sure where to start. At Southern Cross Care, our wide range of home care services is designed to take care of you, your health, home and garden. We're compassionate, capable, police-checked, and like you, we're proudly South Australian. Ready for home care? Call 1800 852 772. Southern Cross Care.
Better for life.
Say g'day to Paving SA for stunning paved driveways, paths and entertaining areas. Say g'day to Paving SA for concreted driveways and paths. Say g'day to Paving SA for earth moving. And say g'day to Paving SA for retaining walls. Whether you're building or renovating, you'll find the team at Paving SA courteous, honest and on time. For paving, retaining walls, earth moving and concreting, say g'day to Paving SA. pavingsa.com.au.
When you build with Lamar Homes, things happen pretty quickly. I'm talking months, not years. At Lamar Homes, we never take on too much. We're nimble enough to move on things a lot quicker, so you won't be waiting forever to live the dream. Plus, right now, Lamar Homes is throwing in $35,000 for your concreting, landscaping and fencing. $35,000 of extras and move in way sooner? Absolutely. T's and C's apply. lamarhomes.com.au. Here today, home tomorrow. Sooner.
Make your day a cream on top kind of day with a McCafe Deluxe iced coffee. A shot of barista-made espresso with the decadent taste of hazelnut or vanilla or caramel. It's real coffee, real deluxe. McCafe Deluxe iced coffee. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
The FIVEAA player lets you stream FIVEAA on your phone wherever you are.
5AA Afternoons with Jade Robran.
Welcome back. We are talking tech. It's 25 minutes past 3 o'clock. Richard Pascoe joins us all thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, your technology specialists. Let's go to Norma, who is in Hallett Cove. Hi, Norma.
Hi, Norma. Hi, Richard. I've got an issue with when I go onto my email on my laptop. I get a message saying that I have to go to my phone to confirm it's me. It never used to happen. I don't know why it's happening now.
What does your email address end in? Norma at...
It's got my surname at gmail.com.
So what you need to do, Norma, is you need to go along and...
Little bit of a cough
little
button.
Sorry, Norma.
Little cough button.
You've got a Google security issue on there, Norma. So open up Google Chrome, sign into it, and make sure that everything is correct on there. You've got multi-factor authentication on there, Norma. Then you'll be able to go back. You should be fine. All right?
Can you say that slowly?
Sorry,
I'm in
Norma.
there, and now I've tried to log on my laptop, and now I've got the message on my phone to say, are you trying to sign in?
Yes, you are.
No, don't allow.
Yep.
What did you say to do?
So open up a Google Chrome page, go to the top right-hand corner and sign in. And then on the left-hand side will be Google Security. Click on that, and it's going to go along and confirm all of your details on there. Everybody is getting these messages who have not tidied up their Gmail address.
Okay.
All right.
Why are we getting it?
That's why you're getting it, because you're missing something on there, Norma. All right?
Okay.
If you get stuck, give me a call.
Thank you, Norma. 8223 0000. We've got 3 more minutes left if you want to have a chat with Richard Pascoe. I've got a message here. I had a problem with the battery not charging on my Toshiba laptop. Just kept it plugged in and was fine for a while. Then it wouldn't start up. My son removed the battery and no more problems.
Which can happen, but you can't do that on a MacBook.
Right. Because
it's really built in and wired in, it just doesn't slide in. Now, the problem we also find in some batteries, and you talked about lithium batteries earlier this week.
Yeah.
If they start to swell in there, they can become dangerous. So we don't want those bursting into flames.
Definitely not. Let's go to Liz in Semaphore. Hi, Liz.
Hi. Richard.
Liz.
I keep getting these messages saying my Google account verification number.
Yep.
And I don't have a Google account. What should I do? What's going on?
That's another
This is another one we've had. So you've got no Gmail address at all, Liz?
No, mine's .com at outlook.com.
Have you ever had a Gmail address?
No.
Somebody has put your phone number in by accident.
You reckon?
Yep, so just ignore them for the moment. If you haven't got it, then don't worry about it. All right?
Oh, okay, because it's been going on for a couple of weeks now. And,
Yep,
you know.
I've heard of this before. All right?
That is interesting. I wonder if it's more part of a more elaborate scam. That you
don't know.
respond to it.
Yep.
Plot thickens.
It does.
Joanna, hello.
Hello. I just need to ask Richard a quick question, if
Fire
that's okay.
away. Of course. Yes.
Oh, Richard, I've just been tearing my hair out all morning trying to register my dad and myself on the messaging company. We're both with Adam Internet, which you ring IINet to talk to somebody.
Yeah, don't do that.
And well, it's really hard because you get the messages. Now, we've got 2 different email addresses on the same account.
Yep.
Now, they can't answer a few questions, but I did it with Dad's first. Now, he was given an email saying that he had to register by the 19th, and mine is for the 23rd. Otherwise, we'd lose our emails. So I'm trying to register Dad's today, and you type in all of your details, and they say they'll send you a PIN.
Yep.
Then you get your PIN about an hour and a half later.
Yes.
And then you can't log in because you've logged out already.
It's too late.
Yeah, and if you look on the messaging company, they say to you, this is happening, we're talking with your internet service provider to try and solve this problem. But the problem is that they give you a date you have to sign up to the messaging company by to keep your email.
Yeah, Joanna, we're going to get you to we're going to put you back to Josh, get you to call me because we need a longer conversation.
Thank you, but we'll get it sorted by tomorrow,
will.
Joanna. Hello, Barry in beautiful Millicent, and you won the footy on the weekend.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm from Mount Gambier.
Oh.
I'm just in Millicent today.
Okay, there you go.
yeah, they did. They done quite well.
Yeah, they did. Anyway, let's talk tech.
Fire away, Barry.
On the Telstra email, in the actual Telstra account, on the email account,
yes,
I opened it up today and I couldn't find where you block them now because it's all been sort of moderned up.
It has. Put a tick in the box first, right, the one you want to block, then go to the top of the emails and it should be sitting there.
Oh, right, you have to tick the box.
You've got to
first,
tick the box first, Barry, before you can block it.
All right.
All right.
Try that. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Barry.
Thanks, Barry. Bye. Barry from Mount Gambier.
Well done, Barry.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming in. Have
Thank
a
you,
lovely
Jade.
afternoon.
I will. And next week I'll have the new iPhone and new Apple Watch.
You're picking it up on Friday?
Friday, it's like Christmas, Jade.
Excited?
I am.
Whoop, what colour?
Black.
Whee!
Black titanium.
Classy. I can't wait to see it. That is a wrap for our tech show, but stay with us because we are celebrating all things Negroni. It is Negroni week, so we're going to be joined by cocktail maker extraordinaire Jack Wilkie from 2KW Bar and Restaurant, who's going to whip up a few delicious cocktails for summer. We'll be back soon.
This is Adelaide's 5AA.
With the latest news headlines, I'm David Bruce. Petrol prices have returned to the highs seen at the beginning of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, prompting warnings for motorists to shop around. Australia Post is hoping to recruit 3,000 casual workers in the lead up to Christmas. 14% of Australian women will have been diagnosed with endometriosis by the time they turn 49. And Collingwood's Taylor Adams is confident he'll be okay to play in the grand final if they knock off GWS on Friday night. The 5AA forecast, a shower or two today, partly cloudy, a top of 19 tomorrow. Currently at 16, more news at 4, and as it happens on 5AA.
When it comes to AFL, no one has a cupboard like Adelaide's 5AA. The players in the inner sanctum: Rory Sloane, Charlie Dixon, Brodie Smith, Orazio Fantasia, and Tom Duda. What a game! And the game's leading experts: Lee Matthews, Graham Corns, Caroline Wilson, Kevin Sheedy, Stephen Rowe, and Tim Ginniver. What a goal! Everything AFL in 2023. He's kicked it! Only on Adelaide's 5AA.
The BMW sale event is on now. Experience exceptional savings at your local BMW dealer today. While stocks last, receive a $5,000 trade-in bonus, plus a 5-year BMW service package on all demonstrators across the BMW range. This exceptional offer is only available from your local BMW dealer. Adelaide BMW West Terrace Adelaide and Glenelg BMW Brighton Road Glenelg. Don't miss it. Demonstrator sale event on now.
Australia, there's great value hands down at Coles, with thousands of specials, like Coles 100% Aussie Spring Lamb Loin Chops, now just $18 a kilo. Save $10. Only at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
Experience exceptional at sea with Crystal Cruises and Phil Hoffman Travel. For over 3 decades, Crystal have been synonymous with exceptional, award-winning voyages, and now they're back. Be the first to experience the new Crystal, set to sail Australian waters this summer. Cruise from Auckland to Sydney and receive up to $1,500 credit on your cruise fare. Offer ends September 30. Contact Phil Hoffman Travel or visit pht.com.au.
I'm Kathy Nagel, the Chief Executive of Western Hospital Henley Beach. Many people don't know that they don't need health insurance to be treated in a private hospital. Many procedures are more affordable than you may think, and access to a wide range of specialists and services is just a phone call away. So if you're considering surgery, there are various payment options available, and we can arrange a personal quote. If you have questions about paying for your own procedure in a private hospital, give Western Hospital a call on 8159 1200 to discuss.
From the gates to the greats, to the roar. The 2023 Toyota AFL Final Series. You've never felt anything like it. Tickets at finals.afl.
Your call is important. Please hold.
Yeah.
Your call is important. Please hold. Your call is important. Please hold.
Wait, KFC are doing 24 nuggets for just $10.95. Shut up and take my money!
Not everywhere and not forever. Pick up only.
The passing of someone close places unique stress on family and friends. At this time, Farrell and O'Neill Funerals are here to provide reassurance and peace of mind. Farrell and O'Neill offer creative guidance and advice to tailor a service that best honours your loved one. Whether a large gathering or a small, intimate service, Farrell and O'Neill share their generations of experience in tailoring a unique and meaningful farewell. Proudly SA family-owned and operated, because it's personal.
The 5AA Player app lets you listen to all your favourite 5AA shows wherever you go.
5AA Afternoons with Jade Robran.
Welcome back to Afternoons. It is 25 minutes to 4 o'clock. We are coming to you live on the 5AA Facebook and YouTube live stream, all thanks to our good mates at Foodland Supermarkets. And if you are in front of an app or computer, log on, because this week it is Negroni Week, and we're joined by Jack Wilkie from 2KW Restaurant and Bar, cocktail maker extraordinaire, who is going to celebrate Negroni Week with us. Hey, welcome to the show, Jack.
Thanks for having me, Jade. How are you?
I'm very well. Tell us, what is Negroni?
The Negroni is a classic cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
For the namesake of a guy, Count Camillo Negroni, is the... so I'm rustling that away, is the origin of the drink, fabled to have started in 1919, originating in Florence at Cafe Cassoni.
Oh, cool.
Predating that was the Americano, which was a drink of course, the classic Campari.
Yeah.
And a Rosso Vermouth.
Oh.
Served tall on ice and then charged with soda water. So you drop that like ABV. Now, Count Camillo Negroni loved a drink.
Yeah.
He was a bit of a party guy. So he said, let's lose the soda water and we'll add the gin. And we really get that. Now it's just a booze 3-3-3 combination of just straight booze, stirred down over ice, orange twist, becoming now very much a global classic.
Do you know what? I've just realised I don't think I've ever tried it. I didn't think... Okay, I'm getting this confused with Josh, what's the cocktail that Rowie always drinks? Aperol. I'm getting this confused with Aperol.
Well, fair enough. They are both an Amaro or a bitter, as it were. When you see Amaro on a bottle, and you know that's going to be a bittering agent. But Aperol is definitely not as bitter as the Campari, and also a little bit sweeter.
Hold, and we'll talk through. So, hang on. Rewind. You're pouring it now. We're going to make it. So what have you just done now?
So I've just added the equal parts. I've started with that Campari.
Yes.
And this is actually quite important, I guess, for why we're actually here today and doing this is because this does yesterday marked the beginning of Negroni Week.
Mm-hmm.
It is a yearly sort of initiative, if you will, between Campari, Imbibe, and it's a charitable initiative. And this year, Slow Foods is the beneficiary and the collaboration with the event.
Okay.
Which has got its roots steeped in Italy.
Yeah.
Just like Campari and like the Negroni. And it is a great global network, I guess, focused on really garnering and fostering, I guess, awareness on biodiversity for foods, ethical productions, equity to traditional land owners, and just really making sure people are aware of the journey of their products and ingredients from their origins and how they get onto our plates and into our glasses.
Lovely. Okay, well, let's talk about how we put it all together.
Absolutely. So what I have done is equal parts. So in Australia, we were looking at a 30 ml pour of Campari.
Mm-hmm. What do they do in Italy?
Well, we have a standardised pour of 30 millilitres here in Australia, but in like other countries, you might be going upwards to more like a 50 ml pour.
Whoa!
But that is all government regulatory, and that's up to them. I've also used this a little vermouth here, the Giordano.
That's so pretty, that bottle.
Well, they're all very lovely. The traditional, though, vermouth would have been a Capano Antica for the Negroni, which is a lot heavier, a little bit spicier, and more full-bodied.
So what is a vermouth?
A vermouth is basically a wine-based, a grape-based
liqueur,
liqueur, but then spiced to varying degrees of. As I say, when I say spiced, you've got all of these roots and herbs in there to really bolster it. The Campano Antica very much spicier, but don't tell the weather today, as we spring into spring, it's warming up a bit. I'm using this one here, which is a little bit more almost Chinotto-like in terms of that lighter cola orangey ness to it. I think it brings a nice little brighter elevation to our Negroni. And then, of course, we do need our strength. And here we've got our gin, and today I'm using the threefold here, the aromatic, which has both got the grapefruit, rosemary and lavender in parts of the botanicals here from our good friends at Threefold, like Luke Fleming and the guys down there.
Is this local?
This is local. This is a fantastic, one of the fantastic little South Australian gins. Good friends of us at 2KW. We like to use all of their fun products as well.
Yeah, good. Well, support local for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so popping a bit of gin in.
So now it's a little gin in there as well. So, as I say, all equal parts, and really simple as well. That's why it makes it such a great drink if you do want to do it at home. It's like you can't muck it up really.
No, that looks really simple. This is a good heart starter, that's for sure.
Oh, it'll get you where you need to go. Absolutely.
Party starter, I mean. Good party starter. And then mix it all together.
Mix it all together, absolutely. We want to put a little bit of ice in there, so I'm just going to stir it down. And because we are, pardon while I just open up this little, I've just had to transport a little bit of ice across town, which is always a...
Is that a perfectly round... Wow.
This is...
Hold that up for the camera. Is that a block of ice?
It is ice, yeah. So it's slow
frozen. How do you make that?
Well... You start by a slow freezing process. So basically what you do is you want to mimic that of how lake ice is frozen.
Yeah.
And the way that will work is if you want to insulate 5 sides of the 6 sides. So you leave the top open and insulation, and as the temperature will then sort of freeze from the top down slowly, and as that layer by layer freezes, it pushes out impurities, gases, oxygen and the like, and what you're left at the base is a crystal clear, colder, denser piece of ice.
That is a pretty piece of ice.
Very, very sexy piece of ice. And this is actually, they used to do this. They used to ship lake ice from Massachusetts all around the world. They pack it in hay. So even when the gold rush was happening in Victoria 1850s, the most affluent, there was nothing more of a sign of affluence than being able to have ice in your drink. And they were shipping big blocks of this stuff in boats around the world. And I just had to put it in a bag and carry it from King William
It's
Road
like
there.
a diamond. It's like a precious diamond you've brought over.
Yeah,
okay,
very,
let's
very cool.
make it all together.
So we want to stir it down, and of course the real key here is getting your temperature just right. Your dilution is also key. If you don't stir it long enough, it's going to still be really hot. You're going to have that ethanol still really prevalent from the distillate, and also maybe not having them all married together and talking in harmony.
So you got to kind of whisk it.
Yeah, you just want to stir it down. I'm using a similarly single block in a cubed form instead of the sphere to stir it down, which means it will take a little bit longer if you're using smaller bits of ice. More surface area means that it will melt faster, so you don't have to stir it as long.
Okay.
But that is the Negroni. We're doing a bunch of different variations for Negroni Week, of course. We're going to mix it up because it is a classic.
That looks so pretty. What a gorgeous colour. I'm obsessed with that ice. It's like a globe. It's like a globe of the world.
Yes, I mean they're very, very cool. You can take a cube like this and you can get a copper alloy press and you can put that in there and it will create these amazing spheres.
And then you've just peeled a bit of orange, and then that just pops up on the top.
Yeah, and so you want to get those lovely fresh orange oils out over the top. Of course, that coats the top. You've got that aromats as you sip. It's all right under your nose, and it's a nice fresh hit. And that is the simple yet classic Negroni.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Be rude for you not to have a little try.
This is for you, Jack.
Oh, okay, in the ad break. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in, Jack. And if you want to have Jack pour you and mix and make one of these, head to 2KW.
Yes.
We will be back next. El Nino is on its way for summer. Damn it, we're going to be joined by Alison May from the CFS to talk about how we can best prepare our properties here in SA. Back in a tick.
5AA is proud to present Australian music icon John Williamson. This year, John's celebrating his 53rd year in the entertainment industry.
I've been around the world a couple of times, or maybe more.
5AA wants to get you along to experience the legend as he performs some of his biggest hits from his career, accompanied by his full band. Make sure you keep it on 5AA for your chance to win tickets. Don't miss John Williamson, True Blue himself, at Her Majesty's Theatre on Saturday, October 14. Book now at Ticketek.
It's not just the ute you want, it's the ute you need. The Mitsubishi Triton Ute. Current top-of-the-range Mitsubishi Triton GSR and GLS double-cab utes are in stock now. Every Triton comes with Australia's only 10-year new car warranty and 10 years cap price servicing. It means worry-free motoring now and well into the future. T's and C's apply. Visit your local Mitsubishi Motors dealership today while stocks last. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Take a breath, because school holidays are made with clay. Why not break the mould and book the kids into Earth Clay Studio for some relaxing, creative fun? Search Earth Clay Studio for more. That's Earth, URTH.
We all answer questions every day, for all kinds of reasons. Soon, your answer will help make an important decision for Australia. A referendum will be held this year on whether to alter the Constitution to recognise the First Peoples of Australia by establishing an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice. All Australian citizens aged 18 and over must vote, and the government must act on what Australia decides. Your answer matters. Learn more at aec.gov.au. Authorised by the Electoral Commissioner, Canberra.
To celebrate 70 years in solar, SolarHeart is giving you the chance to win a Tesla Model 3 electric vehicle worth up to $70,000. Simply buy a SolarHeart solar power system, SolarHeart water heater, heat pump or home battery and enter for your chance to win. Get smart. Get SolarHeart. Terms and conditions apply. Visit solarheart.com.au for details. Open to AU residents 18+. Ends 30th of September 2023. SA permit T23/871.
Lord,
Lawless, the White Ant People.
Yes, Lawless are still the White Ant People, celebrating over 80 years in pest control. For termite and other pest problems, call Lawless today on 8443 9636 or online at lawlerpestcontrol.com.au for really good information on all pests. Call Lawless, the people you can trust, on 8443 9636 for a free survey and quote. That's 8443 9636.
Lawless, the White Ant People.
Boring kitchen, tired laundry, bland bathroom. Fix the blah with Subway tiles from $29.95 per square metre at Beaumont's. Loads of colours in stock and ready to go. Anything is possible with Subways from $29.95 from Beaumont Tiles.
Here at FIVEAA, we're all about supporting local. The Great Moscow Circus is back with an all-new extreme show featuring awe-inspiring and death-defying acts. Catch it at Benithan Park and Elizabeth. thegreatmoscowcircus.com.au.
Make your day a cream-on-top kind of day with a McCafe Deluxe Iced Coffee. A shot of barista-made espresso with the decadent taste of hazelnut or vanilla or caramel. It's real coffee, real deluxe. McCafe Deluxe Iced Coffee. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
The FIVEAA player lets you stream FIVEAA on your phone wherever you are.
5AA Afternoons with Jade Robran.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to the program. It is 10 minutes to 4 o'clock. Well, Australia is officially in El Nino event after a La Nina pattern. It was been about 3 years of pretty cool temperatures and a significant amount of rain. Now, the Bureau of Meteorology, they made the announcement yesterday. So what does it really mean for us here in South Australia? And are there any tips to prepare our properties? Alison May is from the CFS. Alison, thanks for joining us. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You are the Director of Community Risk and Resilience. I'd love just to have a chat with you about, well, we've been told that El Nino is coming. What does that really mean for South Australia, and what do we need to do here to prepare?
So it's not a big change from the seasonal forecast, the seasonal outlook that was released recently. It's a meta weather pattern which shows us what we're in for longer term. But as the spring seasonal outlook showed recently, the recent cold, wet weather is rapidly switching to those hot and dry conditions in the months ahead. So with that comes an increased risk of fire, and particularly because we have had such a wet winter, there are very high fuel loads, lots of vegetation, and so we expect to see those drying out very quickly. And so being prepared and clearing your property is an absolute priority at this time.
So Alison, with that combination, is that a bit of a scary recipe?
It's absolutely something that the CFS is monitoring closely, and we do ask the community to understand that this year, of any year, not to wait for the hotter months to kick in before they start preparing. They need to start preparing now. We're already seeing that in New South Wales, fires are beginning, and so if people are thinking that they'll wait until November to start preparing their properties and clearing hazards, then that might not be a good idea with the combination that we've got right now.
So who should be preparing properties?
Look, the short answer to that is everyone.
Yeah.
So no matter where you live and what kind of property you're on, you should subscribe to the CFS website and the Alert SA app. Understand which fire danger area you're in so that you can know daily when fire danger ratings are announced, whether it applies to you where you live, also where you transit, going to and from work and your place of work. So it's not just about preparing your residential property, but it's also understanding your risks if you should be at work and the fire danger goes up, or wherever you might transit. And also not just your own property, but think about friends, loved ones, especially vulnerable members of our community. Your property might be prepared, but start having those conversations with those around you about whether they might need some help in preparing a bushfire survival plan.
And how do you prepare your property? What are some tips that you've got from now until those hotter months?
So the first thing that we'd suggest is to go on the CFS website and look at what is contained in a 5-minute bushfire plan. So and there's plenty of tips on there for all sorts of properties, whether they're rural, large properties or less rural or smaller properties. Then it's up to you to judge whether you think you might want something a bit more in-depth in terms of a bushfire survival plan, and look at things like clearing your gutters, all of those fine fuels that have gathered over the over the winter and now going into spring months, the ladder fuels around your house, so any overhanging branches, bushes that are starting to encroach towards your property. We recommend a 10-metre clearance around your property. So really look at what sort of vegetation you've got around there. And then even if you don't have a lot of vegetation around your house, there's things like boxes, pet beds, bits and bobs that tend to accumulate under verandas and on decking over the colder months. We bring everything under cover. Those can all be ignition points if a fire is nearby. And what we know from experience is the thing that burns down houses more than direct flame attack is ember attack. And a lot of people don't realise that on a hot, windy day, if a fire is 1, even 2 kilometres away, embers can land on your house, get up under your eaves, land on decks, and you can have a fire starting either under your house or in your roof cavity and be well on the way before you know about it.
Wow, that is super scary, up to 2 Ks. So that's something that you wouldn't even really think about, and you could really get a little bit, just be thinking, oh no, we're okay, that's 2 Ks away, that's not going to happen to us. What about items around the home that can, say a barbecue or something like that, you should be really careful of having in direct sunlight that could combust?
Look, it's less a danger than just being aware of total fire ban days and when you should and shouldn't have things like barbecues alight, but making sure that all your gas points are secure and that just everything is well maintained. That goes for any machinery that you might use around your property, particularly for rural properties. We have fact sheets around machinery maintenance because we do get ignitions, particularly in long grass, from anything from a car to more robust farm machinery that start grass fires that on a bad day can run really quickly and create a major hazard.
Well, it always ceases to amaze me, people using, a hedge trimmer or a lawnmower or something like that on a super hot day and it's really windy, and then you hear on the news a couple of weeks later after they've done the investigation, it was sparked by something like that. That's just stupidity.
Yeah, so it always pays to just think, look, you might think it's not going to happen to me, but think about the impact and how you might feel if something did get away. And, we so often hear stories of an ignition point, somebody didn't realise that that might happen, and they regret so much. And they're, for want of a better word, it's extremely embarrassing to think that your carelessness might have caused a fire.
Thanks, Alison, very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Thank you. That is Alison May, the Director of Community Risk and Resilience at the CFS. They do an incredible job. A big congratulations to Anna, who called in and gave us her tip about Aldi. You are off to see Livy and Pete show and also the Grease sing-along on Friday, September 29. The sports show with Rowie and Timmy G is coming up next. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
5AA Nights
with Leith Forest.
We love to do things half-cocked in this city, in this state. The retractable lights at the Adelaide Oval, the one-way freeway, just do it right the first time. You know what, Premier? Just cop the grief for the protesting groups and just do it. Say, you know what, I'm the Premier, you elected me, boom, here it is.
Leith Forest.
Weeknights from 8.
You still got parklands, north, east, south, west. We're just taking this chunk for SA Police.
on $13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
Experience Australia by train with Journey Beyond Rail and Phil Hoffman Travel. 2024 rail journeys are on sale now with a whole new style of travelling. Introducing Gold Premium, available from April 2024 on board the GAN and from December 2024 on the Great Southern